what about sour diesel? You think the old sour is still around, or?
So this is my thing with sour.
Yes.
It's a generational demographic type of thing, right? So like everyone's rendition of a sour is different. So when I grew up smoking sour, because my first pound of sour was a present that my father got me when I graduated high school because he was really proud of me. And that's what it was. It was a pound of sour diesel. And it was a really gassy variety. And then, this guy's like, no, it's not like that. It's like this. And then you grow East Coast sour, and then you hang out with JJ, right? And he has 30 different sours on the table, right? So that's proof right there, right? So everyone's sour is different. My sour, I think I was talking to my buddy Trevor, Trevor Sungrown Mids. He's like, your sour is like a headband. And I'm just like, whatever that means, right?
Another strain. That people had different variations.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, but to me, sour is like I describe it as fire, gassy. That's how I describe a sour. And Karma's Sour D BX2s are a great example of what I identify as sour with. JJ from Top Dog has a sour 2018. I identify that as a sour. I grew East Coast sour diesel Banger. That I like when I grew up, that wasn't necessarily very sour to me, but I can totally see why it is a sour. But it's just like everyone's rendition of sour, and for sure there's probably one right one and only one right one, but it's so muddled up and so confused. I'm 32 from South Central LA. Where's sour from? The East Coast? So for sure, from ear to ear to ear to ear to ear, it got confused. Or maybe it's from NorCal. I don't know the story, but that's just my experience with sour diesel.
I think you're dead on with there's so many different versions of it, and everyone kind of came up with a different version. And when AJ came on the podcast, AJ Sour, Sour Co., that was, I thought, one of the coolest things he suggested, because New York's so tied into the sour game as far as consumerism, that he's like, what if I had a dispensary where I literally had like 25 or 30 different sours, and it was like, which one was yours?
Yeah.
And I thought like that makes so much sense, because I see so much today that doesn't remind me of the one that we had. But I was also I'm in South Florida in early 2000s, mid 2000s. So from 2008 to 2013 is when I saw it, in that range. And then I saw 2 or 3 versions of it even then, and we just kept the one that we deemed was the best.
Yeah.
But again, like, I think in today's market, even if you had that one, even if you had the one that everyone wants, if you crossed it to an LCG, found a pheno that was representative of both, that would have a bigger success in today's market than just putting out the old vintage. Remember sour from 20 years ago? Because like you said, they do want the spin on it. It's so true. And it's a very argumentative point too, because people are going to come in and I think freak out.
You can totally have your offerings of the pure lineages. But most people don't agree on that. You're not going to be like, oh, we changed the game. No. This is the game right now. Like you can't just fill up all the 100, 500 lighters with your most romantically vibe strain and GG4 and start crushing it again. No way, man. They're going to be stuck with so much GG4. Maybe a row or two, kind of advertise it, kind of do like a vintage spin-off and maybe look at your numbers and be like, okay, who wants this again? And see how much of that shit you're going to grow. But for the most part, people want their even me, like I'm talking from firsthand experience, like I want like some flavorful candy. I want some Z or a mix of all that,
Wilson papaya,
and the hash
banana god,
and then the hash all day, and certain genetics for certain, like flowers. I smoke specific thing for flower and for hash specific things. Some of them are like the best of both worlds, like Z's and sours and candies and thing that's good in hash too. Whereas papayas and bananas, that's not good in flour.